Hi, this is Anna, English teacher, here to give you some information about Facebook. This is actually a guide to Facebook. What is Facebook and why should you use it? Facebook is a social networking service that lets you connect with friends, co-workers, and others who share similar interests or who have common backgrounds. Many use it as a way to stay in touch after finishing school or as a way to share their life publicly. What makes Facebook different from other social networks is its extensive privacy controls, its development platform, and its large and quickly growing user base. Facebook has been called the thinking person's social network. Compared to many other social networks, Facebook gets new features and improvements on a regular basis. Setup. Facebook, like other social networks, is all about getting in touch with others. Luckily for novice users, Facebook has created some simple ways to find your friends using email address or the buddy list from your AOL instant messaging account. You can also search by name or pull up listings based on your computer's address book. You can also search through your Hotmail email account as well. To get started adding friends to Facebook, many of whom may be already on there, use a multi-pronged attack. Use your most active web account, so Hotmail, and your AIM buddy list, which in most cases should pull up pretty much everybody that you know. Since everybody needs an email address to sign up with Facebook, giving Facebook permission to use your existing email address should make it possible to track down everyone with whom you communicate. Once you've added the people you know or remember, you can always add or delete them later on. One of your first steps should be filling out your profile. You're welcome to do this before tracking down friends, but you'll find that people are almost always constantly making tweaks to their profile, so nothing is set in stone. The two main things that are important here are a personal picture and your contact information, both of which Facebook highlights when you're setting things up. For profile pictures, it can be anything you'd like. You can simply upload an image to the service from your hard drive. Filling out the rest of your profile is as simple as completing any web form. You're not required to include anything about yourself, so don't feel too inclined to fill out information you don't want others to see. Which brings us to the topic of privacy, which you can read more about after the break. Privacy is one of the key differentiators of Facebook from other social networking services. Facebook gives you the option to control what others see, right down to individual photo albums or various pieces of personal information such as your address, phone number, and screen name on instant messaging services. To control or limit the flow of information to others, including your friends, Facebook has set up some simple controls to adjust privacy. When setting up your profile, you might have noticed some little blue locks under your contact information. You can adjust each one of these for information to be visible to everyone, just your friends, or no one at all. These little blue locks are the tip of the iceberg. To dig deeper, beyond just contact information, click the privacy link on the top right of Facebook. This will take you to a control panel that lets you manage various elements of your profile, including what users see when searching for you, what actions Facebook reports to others, and which people get limited or no access to your profile. While you can go in to change any of these, the two most important ones that are worth tweaking are the profile setting and your news feed and mini feed. Some people are more than happy to let everyone know what they're doing, but if you don't like feeding this information to everybody, it's worth taking a minute to tweak. Saying hello. Once you've got your profile set up and you've linked with several friends, there are a handful of ways to communicate with others. The first is the wall, which is the de facto place to leave a note on everyone's profile page. It's completely public, so whatever you write, others will be able to see. As of last week, You're now able to leave attachments on people's walls, including photos, videos, all sorts of rich media items that have been integrated with the Facebook applications. Facebook also has its own email service. One thing that makes this internal messaging service attractive is its conversation threading, which shows each message sent back and forth. It's a great way to keep track of who said what, similar to what you get with Gmail. Just like Gmail, you can just begin by typing in a friend's name or pick the Send a Friend a Message from the list of commands under their profile picture. This will open up the message composition page where you can write to your heart's content, add various attachments similar to what you can do on their walls. All of this can be managed under the Inbox tab, which you'll find on the top middle of the page. Poking. Newcomers to Facebook might be a little alarmed at the poking system, but don't be scared. The poke is a subtle, wordless way of saying hello to someone you know, or in some cases don't know. To poke anyone, just pick the Poke Him Her option on the list of actions below their profile picture. Your profile will show up in their notifications box when they log back in, and they'll have the option to poke you back or ignore it. Poking is ultimately useless, although many would agree it's one of the small charms and reminders that differentiate. Sharing is caring. Social bookmarking services such as Delicious and Dig are a cool way to share stories or bits of web content you found. Likewise, Facebook has its own sharing system built in. You can post items to your profile or send them to your friends on and off the service. Anyone you've shared items with can then leave comments and discuss them with others. There are two easy ways to share links on Facebook. One is to copy and paste a link to your sharing page. The other is to add the Share a Facebook mark to your browser's bookmark. If you intend on sharing things on a regular basis, I'd recommend adding the bookmark, as it gives you a one-click option to share something and continue browsing. Either way, once you've fed in a URL, it will scrape the page to grab any related pictures and a brief description. You can also go in and add your own text, which will show up right underneath it. Once you've done tweeting it to your liking, you have the option to post it to your profile or send it to others on or off Facebook. Facebook Toolbar. You've already mastered profiles, messaging, poking, and more. In fact, you've done it so regularly you'd like to add the service to your browser to skip a few steps. Lucky for you, there's a toolbar you can install in your browser which give you a handy Facebook search bar and a notifier for when you get a new message or when friends change items on their profile. There's also an integrated share button to post whatever you're looking at, similar to the bookmarklet mentioned earlier. Facebook Photo Album Downloader. Facebook lets you upload and share your photos with others. The only hitch is that you can't grab photos easily. You have to right-click and then save them one at a time. This Firefox extension will pull down an entire album for you. One installed, just click right on the album and it will fetch all the pictures and download them to your desktop. Groups and events. You'll find a lot of random groups on Facebook and you should join any that are of interest to you. However, be sure to occasionally prune your groups list. What you thought was cool a month ago may not be now. Additionally, if you're going to start a group, make sure one doesn't already exist for the same damn topic. Please be original or bow down to the person who thought of it first. Events. This is likely one of the coolest features. Parties, dinners, whatever. You can create an event, invite who you want, make it public, or make it private. Under the My Events tab, you can also view past events as well as friends' public events. This way, if you weren't one of the kids cool enough to get invited personally, you can barge your way into some free beer at the nearest public event. And finally, if you would like to contact me, please feel free to do so. I offer private lessons via Skype for a reasonable rate. You can contact me through the website, also via Gmail and through Skype. But I hope you enjoyed my brief look at Facebook, which I happen to really quite enjoy.